Hey everybody, I'm Anthony.
And I'm Travis.
Welcome to Token Nerd. You're probably expecting a Token Nerd podcast, but this isn't a podcast. This is a special Token Nerd Unwrapping.
What?
So, for those of you who don't know, this is a special episode to celebrate my brother's birthday.
Addison's birthday.
You know what? You're just going to ruin the special moment. It's Travis's birthday. He's on the road to knocking on 30. So we figured, why not do a special episode of a Token Nerd Unwrapping where we will give you two special gifts that you have to open up and we will critique them.
Woo!
Woohoo! All right, which one do you want to start with?
We'll start with this one. It's
All
closest. Right. It's the closest one to me. Okay, everyone. It's a brown bag. What do you think's in the brown bag?
If there was an answer, I'd be really surprised.
Yeah, so since nobody's guessing, we'll just get right into it. There's some pretty sweet tissue paper. Let me tell you that.
High quality Walgreens.
And it's a Chewbacca mug. It's a Funko Pop Chewbacca mug.
Who'd have thought we would have gotten him a Funko something?
It's a ceramic mug. So let's open this guy up here. Let's try not to make a ton of noise. We're away from the mic, so you guys probably can't hear it anyway. But let's see here. Let's see. Look at that. Look at that.
Look at that.
Now, for those that don't know, I am a humongous Chewbacca fan. I even have a dog named after him.
It's not named after granola bar? Inside joke.
Yes. As one time it was pointed out that for many, many months, one of our friends did not know that my dog is named after, the furry Chewbacca. Instead, since he is brown and black, he might have been a granola bar. So let's see here. Well, now that we got it out of the package, let's take a look here. So, I mean, it's pretty good. There's a little spot on the back, probably where it got drug across something, but
yeah.
Other than that.
So tell people how many ounces does it hold? That's the question. I'm just kidding. There's no way for someone to just know it.
Oh, well, it might say somewhere. It was made in China. You can hand wash it only and do not microwave.
China.
Yeah, do not microwave. That's a key. So, future episodes of Token Nerd. You might see it sitting right there.
All right. Well, that's the first one.
Okay. Round two.
Green
bag. This one's heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Is this what I think it is? Oh, man. This is heavy this is heavy.
No, it's funny. It's because size matters when giving you something like this.
It does. I mean, I'm a big fan of these Marvel Select figures. The one we have here today is Savage Hulk, and it's giant.
Yeah, it's the Marvel Select Savage Hulk action figure from Diamond Select.
Yes, and it is let's see here, ginormous action figure. It doesn't say on the back, so I thought maybe it would say
9 3/4 inches tall. It has 14 points of articulation. It was sculpted by Gabriel Marquez.
And I guess we'll rip into this guy. I'm trying to figure it out here. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Now, I do have the Incredible Hulk from this line, and I've had that for a couple of years now. They're I kind of personally like these figures because you really can't find a figure of this size for the cost. Mm-hmm. I mean, for the cost of these figures, I mean, they're usually in the 25 to 35 range, somewhere in there, depending on if you get it retail or get it, a couple of years later, because they've been doing these for a while. I personally like the massive figures. They do make obviously Wolverine and other, Marvel and characters as well. But I think these figures are just awesome because they're ginormous and actually get a lot of detail in the figures as well. So they usually include a base. Specifically in these like rather large figures, it kind of helps with them standing because they're relatively large, so they tend to tip over. Let me get through these little stupid tie things.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, I'll just give a little background on the figure. So the figure has a unique looking face to it, and that is because not only the look on his face, but his clothing ripping. He looks like the original Hulk did, except for being green and not gray, but this is how the Hulk looked in the first issue of the 1962 comic. And so this is a highlight to those moments. It'd been interesting if it was gray, but
I like it as green.
so do I.
I always forget about the gray, to tell you the truth. And they try to bring it out every now and
when
then.
they bring in maybe it is Savage Hulk, but when he's gray.
Yeah.
But that's the one but that's when he's like a mobster bouncer that I think of. Not
they in the Red Hulk stories, I believe, or, the precursor to World War Hulk stuff. They there's a gray Hulk in that one, and he's actually fighting the Green Hulk. But you know, to me, the gray thing it's cool, it's nostalgic, but I prefer my Hulk to be green or red.
Yeah.
It's just, I guess that's probably the guy I grew up with type thing. But if you were somebody that started reading back in the 60s, you might be like, why is Hulk green?
Yeah.
Even though he's been green for 40 years. So, but if you were a fan of the original comic book, and I could see Marvel Select doing this or Diamond Select doing this as well, and doing another colorway or like an exclusive somewhere where he is gray. I haven't seen that personally, but I could see that happening. There are a lot of twist ties in this thing.
Yeah. So at this point, we're not going to talk anymore because we're just going to fast forward and do a little montage of Travis opening this box. 80s music.
The eye of the tiger. Okay. We should have token nerd scissors.
Not here though.
Token scissors. Let's pull out the handy dandy token scissors.
They have like eyes and a little catchphrase theme song.
We just got some scissors.
We just got some scissors. We just got some scissors. Wonder what we should cut. Bump a dump bump.
See, we could have had a thing. Maybe next time. There are a lot of twist ties in this figure.
You gotta restrain the Hulk.
Well, this is like when King Kong.
Oh yeah.
Like King Kong's in the stage.
Yeah.
They've got all those chains on them. Okay. I think it's
Almost there.
We're almost there. We're getting there. Okay. Let's get this guy out. Twist ties for days.
Days.
Okay.
Hashtag release the Hulk.
Okay, he's out.
There we go.
He is out. Toss this up. Okay. He's out.
Look at him.
We just tossed that twist tie pile of plastic out of the way, and we got him. I mean, look at this guy. I like his he's got like a totally different stance than the Incredible Hulk figure that came in this line. So that's really cool. So it's not just like a repop of the same sculpt. It's a totally different sculpt. I think in this figure he actually makes a little more sense with his head. Like on the Incredible Hulk one, sometimes I've looked at it and thought, I feel like his head's not exactly in scale. And he stands on this base somehow. We probably just can't get him lined up here while we're talking about it just right. So we'll just sit him off to the side. I don't generally use the bases myself, so I'm not totally,
Tossing it.
Yeah. So I think it just takes up a lot of space that you can, use because they stand well. I mean, even on this wobbly table, he's doing just fine. So he's a well-balanced figure. All the articulation, it's a little tight. I mean, he's been in the box, but that's good because it's like ratchet on his knees, so he's not going to fall over time.
Straight ratchet.
Some of these big figures, especially with all this weight, if it wasn't a ratcheted joint, he would eventually, because there's just so much weight.
Especially his ankles.
But he's got wrist cuts. He's got movement at the elbows here. And let's see, does he got rotation at the elbow? No, he's got rotation at the bicep, which gives him the appearance of rotation at the elbow. He's got both arms move up and down like that. And he's got his head, which goes up and down and back and forth. So we got plenty of movement there. He's got the joints at the knees and at the thigh there. So pretty good articulation, as we always seem to find in these Marvel Select figures. I mean, these are always fun. They're just fun figures. They even got his eyebrow for the most part where the eyebrow's supposed to be. There's a little dab right there, but other than that, I mean, the paint looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple little dabs right there, but nothing that you will see anyway, because who puts their figure on the shelf like that?
Nobody.
If you want to check them out, give your opinion on them.
Let's see. If we go down to detail, I like the paint job that they did with this one. It's weird how, so I try to collect there are these newer Dragon Ball Z figures that were coming out. They did a lot with anime where it was very almost realistic.
Yeah.
But they tried to paint like it was fabric. So obviously it's plastic, but it came out looking like fabric. Where this, you can't see from the camera, it's all brushstrokes. So it looks like a comic page. It looks like a graphic novel page.
Yep.
And that's what I was kind of liked about it.
Yeah. They did really good job with the shadowing. Kind of, they'd put like a wash on it to make the, kind of the shadowing inside the rippled cloth. It's really cool how they did it.
Yeah, they got that. The toenails have a little bit more extra green in them.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm. It's weird, maybe because I collect Dragon Ball Z toys, or I like Dragon Ball Z toys, but I love the veiny muscles.
Yeah.
I think that looks really cool.
Yeah.
But
I mean, and this line, like they just have so many awesome giant figures. Like the Juggernaut is really cool. The Rhino is really cool. I have a Thing that's really cool. They do, like, I think that's what this line does well. In the normal size figures, I kind of like to have the Deadpool. That one's pretty cool. And but not many of the normal size ones really. And by normal size, I mean the normal 6-inch scale. This one is obviously in the 6-inch scale. It's just giant because he's a big character. They just don't. They don't just don't call to me like these ginormous ones do.
Yeah. Well, I give all props to the casual gift collector. When Addison's the one who picked up this one, we were trying to figure out what to get you.
Yep.
And when this was the option, it was like, oh, didn't he get that? He liked the Thing.
Yep.
I know he has the Hulk too, so let's give him Savage Hulk.
Yep.
So as much as I want to take credit for it, I'm going to give full credit to
the guy that was paying attention.
Yeah.
So, but Diamond Select has a lot of cool stuff coming out as well. I mean, I'm big on they have a new Captain America line that's coming out. They have the Muppets line, which is absolutely awesome. I don't know if you guys have seen that yet, but if you haven't, make sure to check it out. And they're doing new X-File figures based on the new six episode series that came out with the older Mulder and Scully. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
We saw those at C2E2 when we attended. So, but I guess this kind of wraps up the token unwrapping. Yeah. So I just want to say thanks to the Casual Movie Fan and Mr. Anthony here for thinking of me on my birthday. But look at this guy. I mean, who doesn't want a giant Hulk?
Pretty awesome.
Yeah. Or a Chewbacca cup.
Or a chewing mug. Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it's just perfect.
You could have granola cereal in that. That'd be hilarious. All right, folks. Well, that's going to wrap up this unwrapping. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Travis.
Stay spicy, my friends.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for checking out our show. If you like what you saw, make sure to check out some of the other videos on the Token Nerd Network.